Day 245, becoming Christopher Cruz. We have left the park. I'm sitting here meditating. Not a bad spot to sit and meditate. So the park rangers gave me a ticket for entering without a permit, and it was like a $280 ticket, and it was worth it to be able to have this experience with my parents and record the videos we did and take the pictures that we did, and for them to see one of the most beautiful things in the world. I've traveled to some gorgeous places and I've seen some amazing things. I've never seen anything that like jaw-dropping and awe-inspiring. Like, that was just like, wow. And we wouldn't have seen it if I would have turned around and drove out. So, and that $280 isn't going to mean anything to me in the future. But this memory that we have and the videos that we have, and for me to be able to see that and for my parents to be able to see that, it's worth a $280 ticket, like, hands down. So I'm proud of myself for doing that. I'm glad I did that. Yeah. And I'm sure in the future it'll be like, that was worth thousands of dollars, that experience, because that was just, it was breathtaking. And to be able to, show my parents that was amazing, because they never go on vacations or anything like that. Like, I don't think they've ever gone on a vacation since I was born, and I'm 34. So for them to be able to fly out here and for us to take this road trip and to sneak into Yosemite National Forest and see, El Capitan, and like, my dad loves the movie Free Solo, where the guy climbed it without any ropes, and now my mom wants to watch it, and so this week we'll watch that documentary, and we'll always have this memory of sneaking into Yosemite, getting pulled over by 3 of the most serious park rangers I've ever seen in my life, even though one had this like mullet and a stupid mustache. But they were like the nerdiest, like goofiest, serious, I don't know if they're cops or just park rangers, that I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, it was just it was worth it. The memory alone is worth way more than $280. So I'm really, really glad I did that. And yeah, I have no regrets. It would have sucked spending 2 hours to drive out of our way to come up here just to turn around and drive 2 more hours and waste 4 hours of our time and get our hopes up to see one of the most beautiful places in the world and not be able to see it would just be like the ultimate letdown. And so, yeah. It's so worth it. And it's like, already on this trip, I'm just thinking about like, I'm just so ready to be successful. And like, I think about that $280 and it's like, fuck, that's a lot of money for me right now in my situation. And like, my sheep is just like, oh my gosh, you idiot. Like, oh my God, $280, what's wrong with you? Blah, 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 blah. And my heart and my soul and my lion's just like, it was worth a $2,000 ticket. Thank God it wasn't a $2,000 ticket. Thank God I didn't go to jail for like trespassing or something. But it was like, there was this moment when the lady's like, nope, sorry, you can't go in, where I had to make a choice. And it was like, I got to make the choice that I'm proud of. And so when I kept driving and I didn't turn around, like, she didn't like run after me or anything. I didn't even know she saw me. Like, another customer pulled up and I just like kind of just didn't turn where I was supposed to. But I thought in that moment it was worth the risk, because I thought, look, okay, the worst thing that could happen is I get arrested for trespassing. And yeah. But I was like, is it worth the risk to have this experience with my parents, to get them to be able to see something that they're so excited to see? And, our first road trip together, like, is it worth it? And it was like, no question. And I just kept going, and they couldn't believe it. My dad was like, are you serious? What are you doing? You're crazy. My mom, she's like the rebel. She thought I was crazy too, but she's like, there you go. That's the Rick Strew in you. But it was worth it, hands down. So I'm really proud of myself. But I'm just like, I'm 2 days into this trip, 1.5 days into this trip. And it's just like, man, I want to be successful so I could do stuff like this with the people that I love. To give them the opportunity to like live life fully and experience things that they've never been able to experience before, and create these memories together. That's the real thing. Like, I want to have money to be able to create memories with the people that I love. And so I don't know what it is, but I can feel like something opening up inside of me. Like something's cracking. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but I feel like my potential is opening. Like it's blooming like a flower. It's like expanding. And I'm only a day and a half into this. So I can't even imagine where I'll be in 10 days from now, or 8 days from now, or however long, whenever this trip ends. But yeah, there's just a lot of things coming together. And it's really inspiring. And I know I'm gonna look back on this moment, and I'm gonna show these videos when I'm on stage in front of 20,000 people rocking the fucking place. I'm gonna show this video and tell the story of when we broke into Yosemite. So, yeah. Really cool. Really cool.